Hi, I'm Mark. This is my March review for Capricorn Sun sign and Capricorn rising. We start the month with Mercury making a couple of aspects. The first is to the Black Moon Earth. And Mercury's in your second house. This is a good time to discuss finances and get rid of any fears that you may have at the moment. Then on the second, Mercury makes positive aspect to the Moon's nodes. The North Node's in your sixth house, so there may be some information, there may be a message or something regarding your work or your daily routines or your health and other routines that is positive and will point you in the right direction. On the third, Venus in your third house makes an aspect to Uranus in your fifth house of creativity, so it's a good day to do something creative or artistic to get out of the everyday boredom. On the 4th, Mars moves into your 6th house and Gemini. So there'll be a stronger emphasis on your daily work or your daily routines, your health, diet, fitness, exercise, all those type of things now over the next 6 weeks. Also on the 4th, the Sun makes an aspect to the Black Moon Lilith in your 5th house. Now, the Sun will illuminate the shadow side of the Black Moon, and you'll be able to see very clearly where there are holes or things that need repairing or working on. This will be in the areas of your social activities and the areas of children or your creativity. There may be some blockages that you need to unblock. You may need to do some sorting out, change things around a bit. Also on that day, Jupiter and Mercury come together in your second house of finances. This is good news. So you can now see the bigger picture. You can see again where things need to be altered or changed. You may have some good ideas about how to boost your financial situation. On the 5th, the Sun makes a square aspect to the Moon's nodes. This forms a T-square. This can be a very challenging time, but you can gain much growth from it. You need to balance the nodes. The North Node's in your 6th house of work and your daily routine, so it's a good chance to focus on those now. Try and gain information from your unconscious, because the South Node's in your unconscious, so this is more familiar to you. So you may be able to use that now to push forward in the North Node direction. It's about finding out who you know and who can help you know, who can help you advance and progress. Venus makes the same aspect on the 9th, so again there's another opportunity to advance through the creative or artistic side or through love relationships. It's a good time to balance these nodes now and get yourself going forward in the right direction. Between the 10th and the 13th, we have a strong influence on Pisces and Neptune. These two will make life very different for a few days. There's a great concentration because we've got the Sun making a conjunction on the 10th, Venus making a conjunction on the 13th, both to Neptune, and then we have a new moon in Pisces on the 13th as well. So what does this mean? Well, there'll be a very much spiritual feel in the air, and this is in your 3rd house of the mind, so your mind will be not as it normally is. It won't be as sharp logically, so it's not a time to make important decisions, put them off for a few days. But it will be a very spiritual time. It will be a very artistic time. This would be good for writing or photography, filming. It's good for writing music. It's a very good time for studying spiritual things or occult studies, doing tarot or meditation, yoga. All these type of things will be focused around these few days. So if you've got the time and to spare and you can, indulge yourself in some of these activities and it will make you feel a lot better. On the 16th, the Sun makes a positive aspect to Pluto in your 1st house. This is a good day for some positive transformation, some changes you can bring in now. Maybe a change of style, maybe a change of the way you present yourself. There'll be some kind of change that you'll want to put into practice. Also on that day, Mars makes an aspect to Chiron, so this is an opportunity to heal some wounds as well. Mars is in your 6th house, so there could be something at work that's annoyed you in the past, you've got angry about, but there's a chance to heal this as well. And also work with how you express yourself, how you express, how assertive are you? Are you too assertive, are you not assertive enough? It's also a good opportunity to look at boundaries with other people, especially in the work area. Then on the 18th, Venus makes a positive aspect to Pluto as well. So again, there's another opportunity to change, and this will focus more on relationships. You may want to change things about certain relationships that you have with people that that have been annoying you, and you want to make some changes, and this is an ideal opportunity to do that. On the 20th, the Sun moves into Aries and your 4th house. So there'll be a change of emphasis. Over the next month now, there'll be more focus around the home and doing things around the home. Also on that day, we have a positive aspect between Mars and Saturn. Now, these two work well when they're in a positive aspect, not so well when they're in a difficult one. But this is a good time to get on and do things. You could do things around the home, and this would be good for a DIY project. It's also good for work as well. If you've got projects you need to finish, detailed work you need to do, no matter how boring work is, you can make it with this aspect, and you've got 4 days to really knuckle down and get things done. You can achieve a lot in these few days. On the 21st, Mercury makes a positive aspect to Uranus. Now the mind will be heightened on a day like this. New areas of life can open up. Try something new and artistic. It'll be good. Your brain will be alive and you'll have new ideas coming through. Then on the 22nd, the Sun and Venus come together for 8 days. And this is a positive feel as well. This is a feel-good aspect, and this is in your 4th house of the home. So it may be a time when you want to maybe decorate your home and make it more beautiful, or do things to make it more pleasurable, more of a retreat at the end of the day where you can relax and chill out. On the 23rd, it could be a difficult day. We have Mercury and Mars making a square. This is a challenging aspect, and it can cause accidents or mishaps. So just be careful driving or operating machinery on a day like this. Then on the 25th, we have an aspect which is very beneficial. Mars conjuncts the North Node. Now we spoke earlier about the nodes when the Sun contacted them and Venus contacted them. Now Mars contacts them. But he contacts the North Node alone, and this is our way forward. So things could open up now. Your path could start to open up in front of you, which is a positive thing. On the same day, Mercury makes a square to these nodes, so there's another chance to balance things. This time you can balance your mind, the conscious and the unconscious, the logic and the intuitive. So this is all good. Mars in that position with the North Node can help you also with your daily life. This is your daily work, your exercise, health, diet. It's a good time now to put all these plans into action and make them work so that you can benefit from them. On the 28th, there's a full moon in Libra. This full moon is about harmony in your life and balance, achieving balance. It's in the 10th house, so there could be advancements in career or your destined path that could affect your public standing as well. And it's very good for group work and for working on projects with other people, combined effort. The opposition occurs across the 4th and 10th house, and Chiron is conjunct the Sun and Venus in the 4th house. So Chiron is the healer and the teacher. So at this time, teachers may come into your life, or you may find that you're teaching someone else. Also, there could be wounds from the past that you could heal now. There could be wounds about your childhood, because the 4th and 10th house represent your parents. Could be something to do with identity and who you identify with, and there could be things you can heal there. Chiron conjunct the Sun allows you to turn a wound into a gift, which is something that is a difficult thing to do, but very worthwhile if you can achieve that. So with the full moon, it is about ending, so you can reap the benefit of previous hard work. This could stand you in good stead in your career or your destined path. On the 30th, There's the third conjunction to Neptune we've had this month, and this time it's from Mercury. So it's very similar to the others. This is in your third house, so again, you'll be stimulated. Your imagination will be going crazy, and you'll be able to do some creative, artistic things. Also, it's a good time to learn again, learn about spiritual matters or occult matters, things that you may be interested in. Then, on the last day of the month, the Sun and Venus make the final aspect, and that's to Saturn in your second house. So this is a good time to do any financial planning. It's a good time to put your house in order, and it's a very good time for doing work around the home as well, any decorations, because you can do detailed artistic work with this aspect. So if there's any like intricate painting you need doing, or some creative stuff, making things within the home, this is an ideal opportunity to get on and do those. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. If you'd like to leave me a comment, I'll be glad to hear from you.